Hello, and welcome to Professor Smith's class. So we're going to start off with labeling the sides of these special right triangles when the radius is 1. All of this comes from the fact of our special right triangles where across from the 30 is the x, across from the hypotenuse is going to be twice as big as the side across from the 30, and across from the 60 will be x root 3. So if we are saying that the radius is 1, that means we can set this hypotenuse equal to 1, and that'll let us solve for x, which we can then substitute in for this x, and we'll know all three sides. So we'll do that over here, divide both sides by 2, and you get x is 1/2. So we already know the radius is 1. This side is equal to 1/2 across from the 30. And across from the 60, this will be 1/2 times the square root of 3, or better, root 3 over 2, which it's more commonly seen as. Those are the three sides. And then if you look at, this is also a 30, 60, 90, so it'll be the same thing. Across the radius will be 1. Across from the 30 will be 1/2. And across from the 60 will be root 3 over 2. So it changes a little bit, or we just get into the other special right triangle of 45, 45, 90, which these are x, x, and x root 2. So if we are saying that the radius is 1, we can then solve this equation for x right here and substitute in for the other three x's. So I'm going to do that down here. Divide both sides by the square root of 2. You get 1 over the square root of 2. Then you need to rationalize it. Multiply top and bottom by the root 2 over 2, root 2 over root 2. And we end up with x equals square root of 2 over 2. And that's what our three sides are. 2 over 2 and root 2 over 2. You can always go back to these original three triangles. I would always have these three triangles open with all three sides labeled when you do problems, or you can always go back to these three problems, and then we can figure out, all right, the sine of 60 would be opposite over hypotenuse. Root 3 over 2 divided by 1, which is just root 3 over 2, right? And then you can always work back from there. Thanks.